Most of us have a mystery laying around the house, an antique that we didn't know much about.
In the basement somewhere, right?
Right. Well, if you've always wondered about that figurine that your great uncle left you, well, today was the day to solve that mystery.
Yeah, for the first time in 10 years, the Antiques Roadshow, the long-running program on PBS, set up shop right here in Salt Lake. This is a story.
Tell me what you know about this.
A story about stories.
It's from the village of Chumayo.
This is the Antiques Roadshow.
Antiques has an S, and roadshow is one word.
On the surface, it's about money.
Maybe in the $300 to $500 range.
But beneath that veneer, it's a quest for something else.
For those of us who are fussy roadshow producers, it's about the story. The story is king.
Lines of locals carting in heirlooms and thrift store discoveries.
This is the lamp.
I'm driving by this yard sale, and here he is in the yard.
An estate sale in the Avenues back in like 2006, 2007.
It's a rifle, and it's a Civil War.
It's out of the Brighton Lodge that burned down in the 60s.
Oh, I found it in the attic.
It just kind of spoke to me.
Nobody really knew what it was. It was kind of hastily thrown into a cardboard box.
Well, all I have is $5. He goes, it's yours.
What more do you want in life than hidden treasure?
Locals with stories.
I do have one relative I know who was killed in the Civil War.
Stories left unfinished.
This is an oil can.
Locals on a quest.
I've always wanted to know what they think of it.
Hauling in their heritage.
Somewhere in the 1880s.
Hoping to meet an appraiser.
Kind of charming and interesting.
Who relishes the smell of history.
Heck yeah.
For the show's producers, passing along that history is the whole point.
If you haven't learned over the course of a season when the Civil War happened, it's because you didn't have the audio on.
Most of this knowledge is handed out off camera.
Her memory's worth a lot more than the ticket, for sure.
But a select few get their 15 minutes under the bright lights.
Sit tight, send me off to makeup, and say, let's go on TV.
Because while it may be about the story,
It's a neat thing.
sometimes the story is a wooden bowl that's worth a fortune.
We still thought around 20, even with the condition that it is.
That's 20,000.
We obviously did well on it, buying it for $500.
So while the price of that basket may not pay off the mortgage,
The problem is you have damage on it.
most simply come for the story.
Yeah, I've had it for all this time and never had a clue what it was.
And most left with a new tale to tell.
Let me double check.
The story of how they visited the Antiques Roadshow.
I may never get married, but it'd be better than my wedding night.
$20,000?
For that wooden bowl, yeah.
And they paid $500 for it. Wow.
Go check the basement.
I
Go
guess
check the
so.
attic, right?
About 5,000 tickets were handed out for today's event. Each person was allowed to bring 2 items.
And some of those we saw were kind of weird, but anyway. The Antiques Roadshow crew plan to get 3 episodes out of the taping here today. Those episodes will air in 2017.
So it takes a while.
It'll be a while for them to edit it all together, but it'll be fun to watch when it comes.